Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is mariemajor, and in this video I want to talk about planets, astrology, how they play a part in you creating your own reality, how you can bring them in, tune to them, what feels right, how to discover that. So someone commented on my one of my videos last week about how does astrology and the planets and your sign play in the role of creating, of co-creating? How does that come into play? And that's a great question. And I want to start with that. Yes, I believe in all that. I believe that the planets really play a big part, especially in the collective energy. And then I think on an individual, like horoscopes, it's very much what you give your power to, what you give your energy and your belief. And remember, a belief is just a thought you keep thinking. So a lot of times it's about how much are you going to believe in, let's say, what you're reading about, maybe your horoscope for that month or the year, or if you get a reading. It's really on you as an individual how much power you give to it. I think, like how I keep saying, not that I think, I know we keep creating our life by the energy we put out there and the thoughts we think and our vibration. That's really what it comes down to. But a lot of people are so not aware of what energy they're putting out. They're pretty much living on autopilot. They're just going on with life and they're not even paying attention to the thoughts they're practicing. I think that is huge. I heard once that the certain thing, when you give a momentum to certain thoughts, it becomes harder because the momentum is there to reach for better feeling thoughts. So, this is why so many people feel so stuck and are living the same pattern and same cycle because they're not practicing new thoughts. They're not like laying down a new foundation, new soil, new seeds for them to actually begin to create the life they desire. So that's why a lot of human beings feel so stuck in their life. And yeah, I very much felt that way for many, many years. And I think it's really about understanding, okay, I want to create the life I desire. So, what thought should I be practicing? What mood? It's the whole thing about how so many other spiritual teachers are speaking about this. You must become it, you must embody it, you must act what it is and how you want to be. You, even though it might not be there, this is where people get so hung up because they really need the physical to believe it. But my whole teachings is you must believe it before you can see it. So it's about giving that energy, and that's how you bridge your belief with your desire. And when it comes to astrology, there's a lot going on. Like we just stepped into the age of Aquarius. We just left the Capricorn, which was more very earthly rooted. I'm pretty sure it was Capricorn. Yeah, it has to be. And then now we're in Aquarius age. And this kind of means things, everyone's kind of more in a hurry. You have, if you're feeling like you have the urge to get stuff done, to get to your desires, that you have work to do on this planet, work to do for your family, that is very much the Aquarian. And I'm not talking, I am Aquarius, that's my sign, but I'm just talking, we are going into Aquarius age. It's something where, like, how the planet and like the consultation, how we line up with, like, now we're pointing at Aquarius and the Aquarius consultation. And this is where really allowing yourself to kind of understand, okay, what era are we stepping into, like what time frame. And the great thing about Aquarius age, which is just, it's a very age of like wonder and dreamers and creators. And this is why the planet is really waking up. It's, we're stepping into this new Aquarian age. Well, we've been in it, and technology is coming back into play, because I very much believe centuries ago we had very advanced technology. Now we're like coming back, just like how you might hear a lot of people saying we're stepping back into Atlantis times, which I very much think we are, but then also then to Lemuria, which is heaven on earth. That is Lemuria. So how can we more channel that energy where we are bringing more of that vibration of angelic energy on earth? And right now, we're going through a lot of contrasting times, and we're still going to go through that. But it's about actually understanding the bird's eye view. And a lot of more people are waking up and realizing death is not a thing, that our souls are on a journey, that lifetimes are happening, that we chose to be here on planet Earth on this certain time, that we can go heal the past. We can go into a past life right now. We can go into a future life right now. So there's certain things that people are now becoming more and more aware of their creative ability. And this is the whole thing, like people, every person has the ability to be psychic, to channel, to tune, to have God, Jesus, angels, goddesses, gods come through them. Anybody has that ability, but you have to tune your frequency to that. And that frequency is a vibration of love. And it's removing the ego human vibration that's a lot of people very tend to fall back on. We are human, but it's about becoming aware in your daily life, um, about it's you have to become aware. You have to become aware of your ego and your inner self voice. And you have to start making choices and habits that are going to benefit you to align with source energy. So, a great example is having, like how I said, meditation. First off, there's multiple ways of meditation. The fastest way to get close to source, God, nature, getting out in nature more, tuning to the frequency of Mother Earth, grounding yourself, breathing, breath work, certain walking, running, certain things that are healthy, conscious choices. And also, I really love, and I'm very much recommending this more and more, is having a routine in the morning and the evening. So, a ritual that really eases, do what it's best for you. Some women love like skincare, or even men, a skincare routine. Like anything that's like self love, writing down your affirmations, speaking your affirmations out loud, maybe um, making a certain tea before bed, like having some sort of ritual that kind of grounds you, I think is so important. And the more we actually set intentions, like today's going to be a good day. I want the world to feel good. I want to send out a vibration of love and connection. Universe, align me up with the right people, align me with the right connections, with the right energy. But you see, like so many people have such a difficult time with that. And I still, even after practicing this for over a decade, I still go sometimes fall back into my ego way of thinking, where I've had so many momentum thoughts behind a certain way of thinking. So, this is the whole thing about reprogramming your subconscious mind, but also taking ownership of your conscious mind, or taking control of your conscious mind and start directing it. So being very aware of your thoughts, like Eckhart Tolle says, watch the thinker. Like this is where how much are you going to actually be in your discipline energy to really control your thoughts. So allowing that and stepping into that is just so important. But back to astrology. So I think it's very much where I think anything in life, wherever you give power to, there's energy and momentum that will go and back that up. And you will see like a building effect behind whatever energy power you give to. It's like where your focus is, energy goes. So it's keeping in mind, okay, where am I gonna allow? Just said 111. So making a wish. So anyways, allowing yourself to really become aware of that let's say you read your horoscope and you don't really like what it says for that month. Well, you can kind of be like, you know what? I'm just gonna I'm just going to be like, okay, that's a good guide. That's a good tool. I think using horoscopes, astrology as guidebooks, as tools is really great. But if there's something you don't like, okay, how can you change that? And bringing your power back, being like, well, I am the creator of my reality. So let me focus on something else. I know it's saying this, but I now have the tools and the information where I can now put my energy into a place where creating something I do want to come about. So just really feeling for that and that moment. Um, but yes, and then also like certain things I hear so many people were like, what's Mercury in retrograde? Like, I'm just gonna blame the universe. Like certain things like that, like maybe let's look at it from a positive aspect, asking Mercury to work with you, asking certain planets to be there for you, asking Jupiter to come in. Like Jupiter just went into the sign of Cancer, but it affects everyone because Jupiter loves being in Cancer. So, really allowing that type of energy where you're keeping an open mind. And also, I really say, I have a lot of like Pisces in my birth chart but I'm Aquarius. So I think really if you are wanting to know about your horoscope and you're like what it is, I think doing your birth chart is so important. There's so many great people on YouTube. There's a girl named Sabrina. She does rewilding, I think is her channel. She's very good on astrology, planets. I always tune in to what she's speaking about. And just there's a lot of many people that are great. There's a girl, there's a woman in the UK, I think it's called astrologyzone.com and something Susan Miller, I believe. I hope that's right. But just look that up, put in UK. She's really good. She gives a monthly forecast, but really allowing yourself to feel for that. And if you want to go down that road, look at your birth chart. Because if you're like a person just looking up at your sign right now, some of it, I really just recommend knowing your birth chart also. But yeah, and then the planets do play a huge role on the collective. But I think it's also really asking the planets to help us. So many humans are so stubborn. I love you all, but you guys are so stubborn. You need to ask for guidance. You need to ask for help. Give an offering to the universe, to the planets, to the gods. Give, and then you will receive. Like little things like that. Pray to the planets, be there for the planets, focus on them, give them love, surrender to them. Like, this is energy work. Like, this is true vibrational work at its best. So creating with the planets, I think we fall into a place where a lot of people get so freaked out because it's considered a bit woo woo or out there, which I very much believe all the good stuff is in the woo woo stuff. But really allowing yourself to be more of an open mind. And how can I look at this from my third eye? How can I align and open my chakras? How can I feel for this and feel what feels authentic for me and with me? So, really feeling for what feels right. So, on that note, I hope that helped. I hope that answered that question. And yes, please comment below where you're from, any other videos you would like for me to film. I would love hearing what part of the world you're from. And yeah, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you like this material. Thank you so much for watching. Sending you all so much love.